Hey guys, this is going to be an update on Jaden. He had a follow-up endocrinologist appointment on January 5th. So we went in and he weighed 28 pounds and was 35.5 inches long. So I'm not 100%, I don't remember his measurements and weight, the appointment that they decided, you know, he needed to be put on growth hormones and all that. I wish I had that in front of me, but I don't. I looked through I keep all of, like his discharge papers and things like that. I keep all that in a big envelope, but for some reason I can't find the discharge papers from that appointment. So next time we have an appointment, I will have them print me out something, because I like to keep track of all those kind of things, and I'm so mad that I don't have the discharge papers from that appointment. But I do know that in the 4 months, he grew 2 inches. So he grew 2 inches in 4 months. That's fabulous, because they told us that at the appointment. And they said that his weight didn't really change all that much, which was completely fine, because the doctor said he could tell that Jaden's thinned out a lot. He's lost a lot of baby fat. So, so yeah, that was completely fine. So the way he's changed as far as percentiles go in the last 4 months was he started out not even on the chart for height at all. He was below the 5th percentile, and now he's at the 10th percentile. So he is now on the chart, which is awesome. So he grew 2 inches in 4 months, which is totally fabulous. And he's always been at the 10th percentile for weight, so he didn't really jump as far as weight goes. But that's completely fine, because like I said, he's really thinned out. Looking at him, you can tell he's so much thinner and leaner than he was before. So that's great.
He's getting a wee bit chunky before we started the growth hormone.
Yep, you should see his legs. I see, physically he's changed a lot. He just looks like a completely new little toddler. Yeah, his legs are definitely way longer looking and thinner and really muscular looking. His torso, you can tell his torso has lengthened. And he used to have kind of this little pot belly thing going on, and that's almost all gone now. His stomach is a lot flatter now as well. And I'm sure you guys can hear them playing. They're playing in the background. So yeah, he grew 2 inches in 4 months, so that's definitely something we wanted to see. And his blood pressure was 87/59, and his pulse was 113. I really don't know if that's good or bad or whatever. He was really nervous. He did not want the person taking his blood pressure, and he was freaking out. So he could have been, I don't even know if that's a good blood pressure or not, but yeah, so he's definitely, I don't have a printout of his growth chart. Next visit I'll definitely get one, but you can see where he definitely jumped higher. His growth chart as far as height go, he jumped, and then for his weight, it's kind of going along the same curve, which is really, really good. And they said that he's still in the catch-up growth mode. He's still in catch-up growth. He's still, how do I word that?
I don't really know what you're trying to say. I'm trying to concentrate on killing zombies right now. What's up?
He's still in the catch-up growth
in the water
mode of things. So we're going to continue to see drastic changes, and then once he kind of catches up where he's supposed to be, it's going to level off. So right now he's still drastically climbing as far as height goes, and we can definitely tell. I mean, we've had to buy him all new pants and clothes this winter. We bought him new shoes, and he's already grown out of the new shoes. We need to buy him
that was more my fault rather than
yeah.
Because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, but even the gray ones we bought, he's outgrown. So we need to go buy him new shoes. So we've gone through a lot of clothes and a lot of shoes. He's in desperate need of some new shoes. We need to really go buy him a couple new pair. So he was kind of borderlining a 5 or a 6 when he started his growth hormone treatment, and now he's in a 7. So he is growing wonderfully. And you can also tell his hairline he kind of has like this receding hairline thing going on the sides, but you can see that where it's filling out, he's got like all these little teeny tiny baby hairs along his
crown,
along his crown and like his hairline. So he's getting so big, and people who haven't seen him in a while, when they see him, they're like, man, he's so tall, because he definitely looks a lot different.
Huh.
What?
I was gonna say, comparatively speaking.
Yeah.
He walked into work today, and I was still like, he's so tall.
So,
he's also next to my dad, which is an inch taller than me.
He goes back in April, and they'll remeasure him and see how he's going then. When we went to the appointment, he had his blood drawn, which is sad. He hated that part. I hate to see him go through that part. And he knows, he's had his poor blood drawn so many times here lately. He knows when they're getting the stuff out and ready what they're about to do, and he starts flipping out before they even say anything to him. So that's sad, but after the appointment we went and got him ice cream, which ice cream makes everything better. So
ice cream makes everything better.
We promised him ice cream, and he was good with that. As far as the blood draw goes, they were checking his, were they checking his growth hormone again? Through blood?
Don't know.
So, they were checking, I don't know if they were checking his growth hormone. I know that they were going to reconsider his dose, since his weight is a teeny bit heavier than he was. They're going to check that. They're checking his thyroid levels again to make sure the medication is doing what it's supposed to do as far as his thyroid goes. They said his thyroid's fine, but the pituitary isn't sending the signals it needs to the thyroid or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know if that's how everyone's case is for a thyroid that not doing what it's supposed to do. But that's how it is in Jaden's case. And they were checking his vitamin D levels as well. So apparently when they're going through this catch-up growth type of phase, it can be common to have low vitamin D levels, so they're going to check that out. They told us it was a good idea to probably put him on a multivitamin. He takes his multivitamin every once in a while, but we don't give it to him religiously, just because we don't remember to. So we are going to get him some more vitamins and start making that a daily routine, and give that to him every day. And then he went, a lot of the stuff that this doctor says kind of goes over my head. Like he goes into a lot of detail and in-depth when he's talking to us. And he was talking to us about how, you know, if we wanted to in the future, we could do genetic testing to see if his specific midline defect is genetic. And originally, everyone was telling us that it wasn't genetic, and that if we were to have a second child, you know, they wouldn't have any greater chance of having the same stuff that he has. But I don't know. This last appointment, he was talking about how, you know, we could get testing if we wanted later on to figure out if it is genetic, but of course a lot of times insurance doesn't cover it and it's very expensive. So that's definitely not something we're looking into right now. Maybe later on down the line. I actually don't think that I would get it done unless we had a second child with the same thing, is what I'm kind of thinking. I haven't talked to Thomas about it, but that's kind of how I feel. I don't feel like genetic testing is needed unless for some reason we have a second child with the same type of issues. Then yeah, we would probably go through with genetic testing. But as of right now, it's not something we're really looking into. And he said that his patients that have it done, a lot of times they don't even find the cause anyways. So it could be a waste of time and a waste of money. So not something we're looking into right now, but maybe later on down the line. What else? Yeah, I almost wish that I could take a tape recorder with me to these appointments, because he talks so much. And, you know, with Jaden in there, I'm trying to pay attention to what the doctor's saying, and, you know, pay attention to Jaden because he's talking to me, wanting me to do this and that and hold him and all this stuff. So it's kind of hard to pay attention. He was just going a little more into depth about, you know, Jaden's issues, and he said that right now his what did he call it? His sex hormones, or
the hormone that controls puberty.
Yeah, basically the hormone that controls puberty and all that kind of thing. He said right now it's fine. Usually kids with that type of issue have a micro penis, but his penis is normal, fine looking, and they said that's something they'll just monitor as he gets older, and we won't know if he has issues with that until later on. His stress cortisol levels, cortisol hormones, whatever it's called, are fine. So the only issues he has right now is the thyroid and the growth hormone issue. So those are the only two things that are affected by his pituitary issue. So yeah, I think that's it. Jaden turned 3 December 6th, so he is now officially 3. He's potty trained. He's been potty trained for ages though. But just in case you're wondering, he's been potty trained for a long time now, probably around 2-ish he was potty trained. He still co-sleeps. He still sleeps with us. And he still needs me to lay down with him when he's falling asleep. He like freaks out if I don't lay down with him. But once I do lay down with him, he's out within like 2 minutes. We just recently put him on a nighttime routine. We gave him a bedtime. His bedtime is now 8 o'clock. Before now, we just kind of let him decide when he was sleepy, and he would just tell us when he was tired, and then we would go to bed then. But I'm trying to incorporate a bedtime, more so for me than anything. That way he's asleep in bed by 8. That way I have time to do homework, and Thomas and I have time to ourselves and things like that. But other than that, he's so smart, and he's so funny, and he just has full-on conversations now. He knows all of his colors, his shapes, all letters, uppercase, lowercase, and their sounds. He knows how to count to 20. He knows how to count to 10 in Spanish. Sometimes he has a little bit of problems with mixing up number identification, but he knows most of his numbers. And yeah, he's just really smart, and he has an amazing memory. He remembers the craziest things that happened so long ago. It just always just blows my mind. And since starting the growth hormone therapy, he has an increase in appetite, so he's eating more than he was.
That's not my house.
But the injections are going well. Sometimes he cries if we give him the injection when he's awake, but not because the needle's going in. It's more so just getting him held down and giving it to him. Just the anticipation of it is, but like when we actually give him the shot, he doesn't cry or anything. So I know it doesn't hurt him, but he still doesn't like to be held down. He doesn't like to have it done. And he always says, I don't want to get bigger. I don't want to get bigger.
It breaks my heart.
Yeah, it's the saddest thing. I don't want to grow big, he says, because we always like, we have to give you these shots because they help you grow. They help you grow bigger. So yeah, when we give him the shot, I don't want to grow bigger. I want to stay little. So that's what he says. So it's kind of sad.
It is.
But most of the time we just wait till he's asleep and it's fine. He's still taking the thyroid pill in the morning, and there's no issues with that. We just it's a little teeny tiny pill, and we break it in half. He takes it, he chews it, and takes a drink of water, and yeah, we've had no issues with the pills. It's
I still
weird.
don't know how he chews that, because it's regular medicine.
Yeah, it's a regular pill. It's not a chewable, but he still chews it and doesn't...
It's usually with breakfast.
Yeah, and he doesn't ever complain about it. Sometimes he say, I need my pill. I need my pill. So that's not an issue at all, which is kind of weird. But yeah, he's doing really, really well. And the growth hormones have been helping a lot with his growth, and yep, he's doing great. We don't go back to the eye doctor until March, so I'll have an update then when we go back to the eye doctor. And he goes back to the endocrinologist in May. So until then, that's about all I have to say. If you have any questions, let me know. I know this update was kind of all over the place, but that's kind of how the appointment was. Basically, the things you need to know is he grew 2 inches in 4 months. So that's fabulous. Alright, that's it, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey guys,
oh, you farted on me.
Sorry.